Good morning, boys and girls. I am Miss Julie, and I'm so happy to be spending this time together with you on YouTube and can't wait till we're back together again. I want to start with a shout out. I have a shout out for Lolly's kids. That would be Cody, Jameson, and Eliza. Hello from far away. And I'd also like to say hello to Max and Felix and Henry. So today, you know I've been in my basement looking for treasures. Have you been to your grandmother's house and looked for treasures? So for our first story is The Salamander Room by Ann Mazer. So I thought, I wonder if there's a salamander in my basement. I know there's lots of stuffed animals down there. And when I was a little girl, my brother used to find salamanders in the creek near our house. So I thought, do I have a stuffed salamander? I didn't find one, but I found a lizard. And a salamander sort of looks like a lizard. So let's see how many lizards I found in my treasure trove. 1, 2, 3. I know, this is kind of amazing, right? 4. Did I find more? Oh, yes, I did. 5. Our first story is called The Salamander Room, and a salamander looks kind of like a lizard. Do you have a vivid imagination? Do you think of all sorts of things and what could be? Let's see what this little boy thinks of. Brian found a salamander in the woods. It was a little orange salamander that crawled through the dry leaves of the forest floor. The salamander was warm and cozy in the boy's hand. "Come and live with me," Brian said. Remember, that's just what my brother did. And he took the salamander home. Where does the salamander belong? Does it belong at Brian's home? "Brian, where will he sleep?" asked his mother. "I will make him a salamander bed to sleep in. I will cover him with leaves that are fresh and green and bring moss that looks like little stars to be a pillow for his head. I will bring crickets to sing to him to sleep and bullfrogs to tell him good night stories." "And when he wakes up, Brian, where will he play?" "Oh, I will carpet my room with shiny wet leaves and water them so he can slide around and play. I will bring stumps into my room that he can climb up the bark and sun himself on top, and I will bring him boulders that he can creep over. He will miss his friends in the forest. Oh, I will bring salamander friends for him to play with. They will be hungry. How will you feed them?" "I will bring insects to live in my room, and every day I will catch one and feed the salamanders, and I will have little pools of water on top the boulders so that they can have a drink whenever they are thirsty. The insects will multiply, and soon there will be bugs and insects everywhere. I will find birds to eat the extra bugs and insects, and the bullfrogs, they will eat them too." "Where will the birds and the bullfrogs live?" "Oh, I will bring trees for the birds to roost in, and I will make ponds for the frogs." "Birds need to fly." "Oh, well, we can lift off the ceiling. They will sail out in the sky and they will come back to my room when it is time for dinner, because they will know I will have the biggest, juiciest insects will be in my room." "But the trees, how will they grow?" "The rain will come through the open roof, and the sun too, and the vines will crawl up the walls of my room, and the ferns will grow under my bed, and there will be big white mushrooms and moss like stars growing around the tree stumps that the salamanders can climb on." "And you, Brian, where will you sleep?" "I will sleep on a bed under the stars with the moon shining through the green leaves of the trees, and owls will hoot and crickets will sing, and next to me on the boulder, with its head resting on soft moss, the salamander will sleep. And that's the story of the salamander room. Brian has a wonderful imagination, doesn't he? I hope you have a wonderful imagination too. Our next story is In the Tall, Tall Grass by Denise Fleming. In the tall, tall grass. Crunch, munch, caterpillars lunch. Dart, dip, hummingbirds sit. Strum, drum, bees hum. Crack, snap, wings flap. Pull, tug, ants lug. Slip, slide, snakes glide. Rich, ratch, moles scratch. Skitter scurry, beetles hurry. Zip, zap, tongues snap. Hip hop, ears flop. Stop, go, fireflies glow. Lunge, loop, bats swoop. Stars bright, moonlight. Good night, tall, tall grass. And I want you to think for a moment. Was there a snake in this story? Do you remember a snake? Do you remember a page with a snake? Yes? No? Let's check. Let's see. See if you remember. There's my snake. More treasures from my basement. Caterpillars. Hummingbirds. Bees. Birds. Ants. Did you say yes? Yes! The snake was in that story. Good job for remembering the snake. And what does the snake say? Now, I think we have a couple seconds that we can play Miss Julie Says. Now, I've been tricking people out there, but I've heard there's a lot of people that say, you don't trick me. So now I'm going to try and trick everyone. Do you remember how we play the game? You only do what Miss Julie says. If I don't say Miss Julie Says, don't do it. Even if I'm doing it, it's a listening game, not a watching game. You have to listen. Miss Julie Says are the magic words that say you should do it. If I don't say Miss Julie Says, don't do it. So if I say touch your head, nope. Miss Julie says touch your head. Miss Julie says touch your shoulders. Miss Julie says clap your hands. Are you ready? Miss Julie says clap your hands. Miss Julie says stamp your feet. Miss Julie says touch your shoulders. Touch your head. Did I get you? Miss Julie says touch your nose. Miss Julie says shake your shoulders. Miss Julie says wiggle your hips. Touch your belly button. Did I trick you? Miss Julie says jump 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Miss Julie says jump 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump 2 times. Did I trick you? Miss Julie says spin in a super fast circle. Super fast, super fast, super, super, super fast, super fast, super fast, super, super, super fast. Faster, super fast, super fast, super, super, super fast. Miss Julie says spin in a super slow circle. Slowly, 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 slowly. Miss Julie says touch your head, touch your shoulders. Did I get you? Clap your hands. Did I get you? Stomp your feet. Did I get you? Miss Julie says clap your hands. Miss Julie says stamp your feet. Miss Julie says pat your back. Good job. You are the B-E-S-T, best of all the R-E-S-T, rest. And I'll L-O-V-E, love you all the T-I-M-E time. Bye-bye, boys and girls. Keep those comments coming.